So today I'm going to talk about a topic called reframing and how this simple technique could literally change your life. I know it certainly has in mine. So before we dive into that, I just want to tell you a quick story. So I want you to picture the scene. It's the middle of winter. It's 5:30 on a Sunday evening. It's dark outside. This little boy sitting on the couch watching TV, and the phone rings. And he gets up and he rushes through to the study to answer the phone. And the voice on the other end of the phone says, "Hello, my boy, I want to speak to your mother." And the little boy says, "Sure, Dad." And he puts the phone down and rushes through to his mom's bedroom. He says, "Hey, Mom, Dad's on the phone. He wants to talk to you." So his mom gets up, starts walking to the study, and the little boy says, "And Mom, just before you say goodbye to Dad, just please tell him I want to tell him something." The little boy goes and sits on his bed. Now, 2 days before that, on the Friday afternoon, the little boy found out that he'd made the under-13A rugby team. And he can't wait to tell his dad. And his dad's been away for a few weeks on holiday and hasn't chatted to his dad until this evening. So he can't wait to tell his dad that he's made the under-13A team. He knows that his dad loves rugby because they watch it every week, and he's even been to the stadiums to watch rugby with his dad. So he sits on the bed and he thinks, "Oh, how am I going to tell Dad? Guess what, Dad? No, that's silly. You're going to be super proud of me, Dad." Yeah, that's it. So he gets up and he walks to the study, and he goes to the study, and as he walks into the study, his mom puts the phone down. He says, "Oh, Mom, I wanted to talk to Dad." She says, "Doesn't worry, he's coming home tomorrow." Well, my dad died the next morning while I was at school, and I never got the chance to tell him that I made the under-13A rugby team. And I never got to hear the words, "I'm proud of you, my boy." And as a little boy growing up, that was extremely important for me. That was a traumatic event. Subsequently, over the years, I developed these ideas in my mind that I wanted to be a good dad. I was definitely going to tell my kids I loved them. I was going to tell my kids that I'm proud of them. And I wanted to be around. Growing up as a teenager without a father is quite a traumatic event. And I know it was for me. And I didn't want that for my kids. I could consider this to be a traumatic event in a 13-year-old's life. And it was until I learned the art to reframe it. I actually mentioned this in a previous video. So what is reframing? Well, reframing is taking a past traumatic event. Now, it's not in any way diminishing the impact that it had on you, no matter what the traumatic event was. It's about not giving your power back to that event. There's nothing you can do to change the event that occurred. I can't bring my father back from the dead. But what I can do is have a look at the aspects of my life that have resulted as a result of that traumatic event. I'm a good dad. I tell my kids I love them all the time. I tell them that I'm proud of them. And I'm pretty healthy. At some stage I wasn't healthy. And actually, when I was the same age as my dad, when I was 45, I was massively overweight, ended up losing 35 kilograms. And I know I'm pretty healthy now. So I've chosen to reframe that event and to see the positive out of it. Yes, it is a negative event, and yes, it was traumatic for me. But instead of every time thinking of that event, of going back and feeling sorry for myself and giving my power away to that traumatic event, no matter what it was, I see the positive side of it. So my friends, if there's a traumatic event that occurred, and I'm not diminishing any traumatic event whatsoever, why don't you have a look at how incredibly you are today and reframe it? The choice is yours. Well, have a lekker day, my friends, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.